Okay, so after we have applied the credit memo against the open voucher, the balance for that accounts payable account should be reduced by the same amount, and the expense account should also have been reduced because we wrote it off. So let's go ahead and post to the general ledger again and um, see what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and change the date. Post. All right, so let's take a look at the general journal entries. So here we are. Okay, so we have the balance, accounts payable balance, reduced by $250.30. The debit amount, as expected, because we wrote it off. And the supplies, also office supplies, account number 5421, is now also has been reduced by that amount because we again wrote it off under this voucher number 1244. Okay, so this is the credit memo that we issue against the other one, and in terms of the checking account, it has no effect because even though we process, it doesn't have any check number, and it has no zero amount against checking and zero amount against accounts payable. So after we apply the credit memos against the original voucher, the accounts payable has been reduced and the office expense has been reduced by the same amount. And the net effect is that no expense has been changed from the beginning of this transaction until after we apply the credit memo. Okay? So at this point, we can just simply post as before. Okay, so just to recap, you can review all the transactions posted from the beginning of this exercise to now, with various steps in between. Initially we create an invoice, we apply the payment, we pay with a check with discounts, and then we went back, we voided the check payment, and subsequently we also issue a credit memo to cancel out the original voucher altogether. So the net effect is really nothing changed in terms of the accounts payable or the expense account. Okay, with all the transactions that we went through. And to confirm that, you can actually go back and just do a set filter and narrow it down by date again. Transaction date. Apply. Nice. Okay, so this is a summary of all the transaction that took place from the beginning. This is the initial posting of the invoice through the AP voucher system, and then subsequently we have payments and discounts right here, and then we have void checks transactions to restore the payment, and then finally we issue a credit memo, a new credit memo to apply and remove the balance of the original invoice and so forth. Okay, so this is the summary of all the transactions of all the steps that we went through, involve accounts payable voucher transactions.